Have you ever been in a situation where maybe mom tells you to take the jar of cookies and give everyone an equal share per plate after everyone is done eating? Maybe not, because if you're like me, I would have eaten most, if not all, the cookies at that point anyway. But realistically, this is an example of division. So in division, all we are doing is taking something and breaking it down into equal chunks. For example, if we had 12 cookies and we have 3 friends that want to share the cookies equally, each friend would have 4 cookies each. Now, before we move on, it's important to note that division and multiplication go hand in hand with each other. Like if we take our cookie example, 12 divided by 3 equals 4, we can flip this and say 4 times 3 equals 12, right? If 3 friends each have 4 cookies, how many cookies total are there? 12 cookies. Now, as much as I love illustrations, here's another way to divide. We'll take our cookie example again. Whoa, see this thing? This is another way to express division. Now, here's how we set this up. In this spot goes what's called our dividend, or number we want to break down. In this case, 12 cookies. Now, in this spot goes our divisor, or how many groups we want to break 12 down into. In this case, 3. Now, we're dividing 12 cookies between 3 friends. Now, we already know the answer, or the quotient, which is 4, but where do we put 4? Well, we put it here, right above the 2 specifically. So why not here above the 1? Well, here's why. When doing long division by hand, we're showing our work and double checking as well. So we know 12 divided by 3 equals 4, right? Then the next step in long division is taking 4 times 3 and putting 12 here, and then we subtract this section, okay? 12 minus 12 is 0. 0 means there are no numbers remaining. Now, this might seem like overkill for a problem like this, but what about this problem? Yeah, if we had 120 cookies to share between 6 friends, what would be the answer? A big tummy ache. But for real though, first we say, okay, can we divide 1 by 6? We can, but we don't want to here. We're shooting for equal parts, okay? So can we divide 12 by 6? Yes, 2. So 2 would go here, and then we multiply 6 times 2. 12 goes here, then we do our subtraction step, 12 minus 12 is 0, and now another step to long division is to bring down the next digit once we solve each little chunk within the dividend with subtraction, right? So let's do just that. Let's take 0 in the dividend and move it down with our answer from the previous subtraction. So now we can say, okay, can we divide 0 by 6? Well, yes and no. The answer is 0 because it's nothing, okay? So 0 goes above the number we are solving for, and now we repeat the steps, right? 0 times 6 is 0, and 0 minus 0 is 0, meaning there are no remainders. Now, we could have said that 1 cannot be divided by 6 and just put a 0 here, but then we would be doing unnecessary work, and we don't want to do that. Okay, so hopefully now you can start to see how long division by hand is really useful for breaking down really big numbers. So what about 2-digit divisors, like 200 divided by 10? Now we know 2 cannot be divided by 10 evenly, right? But 20 can be divided by 10 2 times. So 2 times 10 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. Let's bring down the next number to the answer from the subtraction problem, and if we keep going, our answer is 20. So 200 divided by 10 is 20 with no remainders. But what if we had a remainder? Like take 622 divided by 20, for example. If we start thinking about the steps, we know 62 cannot be divided by 20 evenly, right? So here's what we do. We want to get as close to 62 as possible without going over 62. So 3 times 20 equals 60, right? So 62 minus 60 is 2. And then still continue to do the steps in division. Let's bring down the next number, and we have to do the same thing here again. We want to get as close to 22 as possible with our divisor 20 without going over 22, right? So we can only do that once here, right? 1 times 20 is 20. 22 minus 20 is 2. Now, because there are no more numbers to bring down from the dividend, 2 is our remainder. So then our answer is 31 with a remainder of 2. Now we can also double check this by taking our answer times our divisor plus the remainder, okay? So 31 times 20, which equals 620, plus our remainder 2 is 622. If 622 is our dividend, which it is, we did everything right. Okay, let's do one more. 66,487 divided by 22. That's a lot. So here's how we solve. So 3 times 22 is 66. 66 minus 66 is 0. Awesome, off to a great start. Now we bring down the next number and, okay, here's where things get interesting. 22 cannot go into 4, so we say 0. So 4 minus 0 is 4. Bring down the next number, and now we have 48. So 48 cannot divide by 22 evenly, right? But here we can get close by multiplying 22 by 2. So 48 minus 44 is 4. We'll bring down the next number, and same thing with 47. We cannot divide evenly, so we need to get close without going over 47, right? So 2 times 22 is 44. There's no more numbers to bring down, so our answer then is 3,022 with a remainder of 3. All right, well that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. We do have some more videos in the works coming out with division and some more math concepts, so be sure to get subscribed so you don't miss those. And hey, if you've got any more ideas or if you want to see a math concept video covered that you would like to see, let us know down in the comments below. It can be any grade level too, just not calculus. I'm kidding. Ask away. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.